Hello, dear students of Honours First Year. This is Tahmina Madam. Today I am going to take your class on the poem The Good Morrow written by John Donne from your course Introduction to Poetry. And before going to the poem, we would like to tell you that about the poet. John Donne was an English poet and scholar. He is considered the pioneer of the metaphysical school of poetry. His poetical works are noted for their metaphorical and sensual style. He wrote sonnets, love poems, religious poems, Latin translations, elegies, songs, and satires. He is also known for his sermons. He was born in 1572 in London and died in 1631. And here is the poem which you can read by yourself. Now I would like to tell you some important features of the poem, which I call introduction. The Good Morrow is one of Donne's metaphysical love poems. It is a morning love poem or song. It was first published in 1633, a little after the poet's death, but was probably written when he was a young man and newly wed. And if you go through the poem, you will find the themes. One of the major themes of this poem is immortality of love. If the lovers are unchanging in their love, they will achieve immortality. The central theme of the poem is that the two lovers make up a complete world. Nothing really exists outside of their world. It is self-sufficient and self-absorbing. And I would like to analyze the poem now. In the first stanza, the speaker looks back to when the two lovers were not in love. They were then children asleep. Whatever pleasures they experienced were mere fancies or unrealities. And in the second stanza of the poem, the writer suggests that the lovers have now woken into true reality out of the shadows of night. In fact, they make their own reality. Then the poet concludes by suggesting that if they can stay totally constant as lovers, then they cannot die. A perfect harmony or completeness will be theirs. And I can conclude the poem in this way, that the poem shows the three stages of love. In the first stage, the lovers were not aware of their love as they were children. In the second stage, they make their love. In the third stage, the two lovers can see their faces on each other's eyes. Their hearts are true and spotless in love. Their love for each other enables the lovers to get rid of all their bad traits and harsh feelings towards the world, which helps them become better people. The poet further adds that unlike the world, which is divided into hemispheres, their world of love knows no boundaries. By drawing the reference to geography again, the poet tries to give us an insight into the unparalleled bliss of his world of love, where it is always warm and sunny. Thank you, dear students.